Alright, for this next project, we are playing with a tiger layer and some sunglasses. So again, you can turn them on and off with the layers here. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of the tiger background, and we're going to use the mask to do that. So put this to, how's 15? 15 is actually pretty good for the magic wand. So right here, we want this magic wand, and we're just going to click in the blue, and then if it didn't get all of it, like mine didn't get all of it, hold shift and click again until it's just all selected. And now we're going to say select inverse, where is it? Inverse, because we want to select the tiger, not the background. And then go ahead and hit this layer mask button again that we were just playing with on the other project. Okay, so now we have our tiger, and he doesn't have his background anymore. The next thing we're going to do on the sunglasses, instead of using the layer mask, or the magic wand, we're going to use the object selector tool and just click on the sunglasses here. Okay, perfect. And then also hit the layer mask there. Oh, whoops. Well, it's selected, sorry. So I have my sunglasses selected, and I'm going to hit the layer. And now on the mask, with the mask selected, grab a paintbrush and grab some black ink. Make it a hard brush. And we're just going to delete the ear parts so that we just have the frames. And now click back on the layer part, and we'll just size up these sunglasses on our tiger here. So I'm going to put mine like slightly bigger so they're kind of coming off his head. I think that looks fun. Alright, the other part I'm going to do on these sunglasses is I want to see his eyes through there. So I'm going to go back to the magic wand tool and click on each section of this gradient here. So back on magic wand. And see how the gradient's like going in little chunks? That's because all these colors are not exactly the same. But we can just hold shift and make the selection grow and grow and grow until we have everything selected that we want. And then we'll do the same over here. Just select all of it until it's all selected. Alright, we got both our sunglasses selected. And now what we are going to do, we're going to do this little part between the, right there. Now what we're going to do is push ctrl+J, and what that does is it separates the lenses from the frames. And the benefit of that is now we can make the lenses a little more see-through so we can see his eyes. We can also change the color of them if we want to. So we will come back to that in a little bit. Alright, so we got a cool tiger here. Let's try to make this a little more interesting. I mean, this is kind of cool already. But let's try to make this a little more interesting. So put another layer just under the tiger. And let's hide these guys. And go to this gradient tool. Gradient. And select the third option on the gradient tool. It looks kind of like the top of a pyramid. And then if you click this bar, where all the colors are, you'll have all these folders of different colors. And you can just pick whatever color you want here. So maybe I'll pick this, this green and blue. And I'm just going to do that. So you'll have a different color than I will, but you'll have something. The next thing we're going to do, go back to the magic wand and set your tolerance to like 5. And just come select little chunks of the gradient that you just made. what we're hoping for is selected, not selected, selected, not selected, selected, not selected. So we're kind of alternating. And the reason we're going to do that is on a new layer, now we're going to do a different kind of gradient. So instead of the pyramid one, let's go with the circle one. And I'm going to pick a different color scheme. So since I picked blue, I'm going to go with purples this time. And go with something that sort of matches, but not perfectly. Yeah, I'm going to go with this pink and blue. And then again, I'm just going to follow the same line I did before. And now look at this cool pattern we have. So I'm going to merge these two together. So shift click and shift click. And then right click and say merge layers. So now I have my color layer, my tiger layer, my sunglass layer, and my frames. Now there's some other stuff we can do. Like we could, if you click on the tiger layer and hit image, adjust, hue saturation, we can make the tiger like way brighter. We could also change the color of the tiger. Or you could also change just certain colors of the tiger. So right now I'm on master and I've turned him way up. But you could also say, for the blues, I only want to change something that's blue in there. And you can change just the color of the blues. You could also say for the greens. I don't think there's any green in this picture, so this isn't going to do anything. There's some yellows, though. So you could change the color of the yellows. Magentas. I think there's some magentas in here. So yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff you can do. And I think I'm going to go with something like this. And now on my lenses and frames, I'm actually going to change the color of those as well. So on my lenses, which should be this layer with the named sunglasses, I'm going to also say image, adjust, hue saturation, and I'm going to make my lenses way darker. And I think I'm just going to make my lenses black. And then I'm going to make my frames black. Sorry, my frames. That's what I was working on, frames. Now this one should be called lenses. So let's rename it lenses. And we can do the same thing. Image, adjust, hue saturation. And we can make those darker. Or we could make them like a different color and brighter. So just kind of play with these until you find some lenses that you like. And yeah. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Sweet. So that looks cool. There's a bunch of other stuff you can do. Like if you want to start playing with more things, you can like change the color of this background as well if that's not working for you. So image, select the background layer, image, adjust, brightness, or not brightness, contrast, image, adjust, hue saturation, and you can change that as well. The other thing that might be cool to play with, that's pretty cool. Actually, should we do something else that's cool? Maybe we should do something else that's cool now, since we have kind of a cool tiger with a cool background. We will do that in another video. We'll save this and we'll do an animated version of this in the next video, because that will be actually pretty sweet. Yeah, so we'll be done here, and then I'll show you how to make this animated, which will be sweet. So we'll do that in the next video.